Hi guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm here again, this is Carla, and we will be talking about a very interesting topic. So marami pa rin nagtatanong sa akin kung kaya ba mabuhay ng isang pamilya dito sa UK or if you're living abroad. Ano-ano yung mga basic expenses and payables na kailangan paghandaan ng isang family, especially like us, family of 4. There are different factors to consider kapag titira ka sa abroad. So, depende yan sa bansa kung nasan ka. It depends kung nasa Australia ka, nasa New Zealand ka, nasa UK ka, Ireland, Canada, or USA, or Germany. So, it really depends. Every country, merong iba-ibang taxes, merong iba-ibang fees, iba ang bills, iba ang cost of living like the rent, the mortgage, the shopping, or your groceries. So, depende kung saang bansa ka nandun. Also, depende rin kung nakatira ka sa city or nasa countryside ka. Like for us, we're living in a countryside, wala kami sa city. So, ang mortgage dito ng bahay, ang presyo ng bahay or ang rent dito, compared sa city like London or Manchester, is here, mas mababa ng konti. Pero sa totoo lang, no, halos lahat ng bansa ngayon, mataas ng cost of living. Actually, sabi nga nila, even daw sa Pilipinas, mahal na din. Mahal na ang groceries, mahal na rin ang mga renta, ang presyo ng bahay. So, tingin ko, it's just because of the inflation talaga. Pero sige, let's go back to the purpose of this video. The purpose of my video today is just to share to you, to give you an idea kung ano-ano ba yung mga basic expenses and payables namin dito, specifically in the UK. So, we live in a countryside. We're a family of 4. And i-share ko sa inyo ano ba yung mga binabayaran namin or magkano ba ang total expenses and payables namin monthly. So, ano ba yung mga priority bills? Ano rin yung mga non-priority bills? Ano ba yung other expenses pa or extracurricular pa na kailangan may budget ka rin for that. So, let's begin. So, living abroad is not like a walk in the park. Na kapag nasa abroad ka na, nakapag-abroad ka na, after a year or 2 is sobrang dami mo ng pera or mayaman ka na. So, guys, let's think about it this way. Yung kinikita sa abroad, whether anong countries pa yan, pag kinonvert natin sa Philippine peso, since from Philippines tayo, isipin natin sobrang laki or malaki talaga. Pero kung iisipin nyo, yung ginagastos dito sa abroad is also like here in the UK, it's also pounds. So, kumikita kami ng pounds, pero ang expenses namin ay pounds din. So, kung sa Pilipinas namin siya i-convert, medyo sasabihin natin malaki. Pero since gagastusin mo rin dito ng pounds, so, hindi na siya magiging ganun kalaki. That's the reality. Pero masasabi ko rin na kapag nasa abroad ka and you're earning a good amount of money here and marunong ka rin mag-budget or marunong ka rin mag-save kahit papano, you can really live comfortably here. Okay guys, so let's begin. So disclaimer lang po, itong mga i-discuss ko sa inyo ngayon na payables and expenses, it's just based on our personal expenses and payables here in the UK. Kung ano yung binabayaran at ginagastos namin. It doesn't mean na pareho tayo kung nasa UK ka din at nasa ibang lugar ka. It doesn't mean na pareho tayo ng ginagastos or baka may kakilala kayo at sabihin nyo na ba't sa kanila mas malaki or ba't sa kanila mas mababa. So again, sabi ko nga, it really depends kung saan kayo nakatira, kung sa city, kung sa countryside. It depends kung saang lugar din kayo or anong place nyo or yung county nyo. So, it depende talaga to. So, itong sabihin ko sa inyo is based on our personal payables and expenses monthly. So guys, meron akong listahan dito na from time to time titingnan ko siya kasi nilista ko para kumpleto yung masabi ko sa inyo at ma-share ko sa inyo. So you have an idea talaga kung magkano yung total na ginagastos buwan-buwan. Alright? So first is the biggest, I could say na the biggest na binabayaran namin dito monthly is a bahay. So, for the house, we're living in a 3-bedroom house. Meron kaming parking sa harap, although hindi siya talaga yung separate parking for the house. Parang shared parking siya ng mga magkakapit-bahay. Pero we have one slot there for our car. And meron din kaming rear garden, yung back garden, na hindi naman masyadong nagagamit kasi nga malamig. But still, every summer, nakakalabas kami doon, nakakaupo-upo, ganyan, pwede mag-barbecue. So, it's a 3-bedroom house and we're paying £925 per month. Diba? Ang laki agad ng bawas, 925 agad. So, next is the OVO Energy. For the OVO Energy, this is the electricity and the heater or the heating system. Naka-central gas heating kami dito. So, it means for the radiator, for the heater, and for yung heater ng water, and also yung sa cooker, sa cooking, ay lahat yun centralized na gas. So, hindi kami nag-electric heater or electric cooking. Lahat ito ay gas. So, kasama na dito sa bill nito yung electric. So we're paying a flat rate of 75 pounds per month. Depende ito sa season. So for example, summer season. So hindi kami gumagamit masyado ng heater. So yung 78 pounds na flat rate namin, ang talagang bill namin doon is mababa lang. For example, from 78, ang babayaran ko lang is 68 pounds. Pero ang ikakaltas sa direct debit is 78 pounds. So yung 10 pounds na sobra for the bill that month, parang magiging balance mo siya na pwedeng naiipon doon sa OVO Energy account mo. Para kapag winter naman, so for example, I'm paying 78 pounds flat rate per month. Pero for that month of winter, kailangan namin magbayad ng 88. So, deduct sa akin ng 78 pounds. Pero yung balance na 10 pounds, since for that winter month nga is 88 pounds yung bill, pwede nilang kunin yung 10 pounds doon sa outstanding balance na naiipon from the sobra na binayad namin ng summer. So, I don't know if it makes sense, pero ganun siya. So, we're paying 78 pounds flat per month for the energy and the heating. Next is water. For the water bill, we're paying 51 pounds. For the internet, we're paying 34 pounds. Next is for the phone plan. Magkasama ang phone plan namin mag-asawa. So, kasama na dito yung data. So, unlimited data siya. Unlimited call and text na din within the UK. So, for the two of us, it's 88 pounds. Yung 88 pounds na yun, nag-upgrade na rin kami ng phone. So, it's a good deal na din sa amin that we're paying only 88 pounds for both of us, our phones. Next is, we're paying 180 pounds for the council tax. Council tax naman, ito yung parang sa munisipyo. So, they use the council tax money for yung mga collection ng garbage, ganyan, mga maintenance ng mga playgrounds, ganyan, paglinis ng mga kalsada, ganyan. So, that's 180 pounds per month. Next is for our car. So, we're paying the car monthly. That's 220 pounds per month. We also have the car insurance. Lahat dito ng sasakyan kailangan may insurance, guys. So, parang sobrang big deal sa kanila kapag walang car insurance. Tapos, bawal talaga yun. Dapat may car insurance. So, we're paying 86 pounds per month. We are also paying road tax. So, road tax is 16 pounds per month. And, of course, kung may sakyan ka, kailangan mo rin ng gasolina. So, sabi ni husband ko, for the gas, nagpapagas siya ng worth 70 pounds per month. That's full tank na. And, good for 1 month na namin yun. Kasi hindi naman kami bumabiyahe ng sobrang layo dito. Malapit lang ang workplace, malapit lang din ang school. So, pang groceries lang ganyan, check up ng mga bata kapag for babies, mga immunizations niya. So, that's 70 pounds per month. Next is we have our TV license. So, you can access the mga live, for example, BBC News, ganyan. So, kailangan mo ng TV license. So, we're paying 21 pounds for that per month. Next is, we have accident and health insurance for both me and my husband. We're paying 44 pounds. So, dalawa na kami nun. And naka-ride on na dun sa insurance na dun yung kids. So, kasama na sila. We're also paying life insurance. For my husband, it's 42 pounds. The Royal London life insurance. It's 42 pounds for him. Pero kasama na sa insurance niya, naka-ride on na dun yung kids, yung dalawang bata. And for me, ito naman, life insurance na sa akin lang, it's 7.99 pounds lang. So, that's Zurich life insurance. Next is we have RCN. Ito naman yung Royal College of Nursing. Ano ang tawag dito? Parang subscription to monthly union. Parang nursing union. So, parang membership siya. Like, for example, kailangan ko ng assistance sa work. Like, ganyan, yung mga kailangan mo magpa-advise. Ganyan, nagkaroon ka ng problem sa work. So, sila yung tutulong sa'yo. So, I'm paying the membership for that. And that's 16 pounds per month. And then, we have of course, food, grocery, monthly. So, kasama na dito yung pagkain, mga toiletries and all. Matipid kami kasi we're cooking. Nagluluto talaga kami sa bahay. Kung kakain ka lagi sa labas, mahal. Siyempre, gastos ka lagi. Pasyal dito, bili dito, kain doon, ganyan. So, mapapagastos ka. Pero kung magluluto ka sa bahay, kasama ng groceries and all, for us, ang nagastos namin is like 100 pounds per week. So, that's 400 pounds per month. So, for the groceries and food, 400 pounds per month. And then, we also have, ito yung mga subscription, ito yung mga optional, pero kailangan meron kami kasi ano to parang, wala, kailangan meron kami ito. So, Netflix, number one, importante yan, Netflix. Kinunod kami talaga ng mga movies, ganyan, mga pangbatang movies, the action movies. Ako naman, depende kung ano yung magustuhan kong movies na sa Netflix. So, that's 10.99 pounds per month. And then, ito, kailangan din to kasi nanonood pa rin kami ng mga Filipino series, no? Or Filipino movies. So, I Want TFC or I Want TFC through Filipino channel ba yun? Ganon. So, that's 7.99 per month. And then, ito naman, for Ate Casey, meron siyang piano lessons. So, we're paying 39 pounds per month. That's once a week piano lessons for her. And meron din siyang swimming lessons. That's 30 pounds per month. And then, school meal. Ito naman school meal, optional. Actually, nagbabaon talaga siya. Pero may mga times na gusto niya yung meal sa school. So, ordering yun in advance online. So, approximately parang nasa 25 pounds din ang nagagastos niya per month for the school meal. Pag may mga gusto siya. Pero, usually talaga, baon siya kanin ulam. And then, so I think that's it. Yan ang lahat ng sa amin to na family, yan ang monthly expenses and payables namin. Ang mga extracurricular dito na pwedeng madagdag is, for example, ikaw as an OFW, nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. So yun, idadagdag mo yun sa lista mo. Magkano padala mo sa Pinas? Ako hindi ko na sinama, but yes, I'm sending money to Philippines as well. Ang sinama ko na lang dito is yung basic expenses talaga namin. Pero kayo, kung nagpapadala kayo sa Pinas or plan nyo magpadala sa Pinas once nasa abroad na kayo, kailangan nyo isama sa budget yung padala sa Pilipinas, yung mga support, family support doon, travel, of course, eat out, tsaka kung may cards kayo, credit cards, ganyan. Kami for the travel and eating out, yun, kasama na din yun sa expenses namin. Pero hindi talaga lagi, lalo na ngayon winter. So, hindi ko na lang muna siya sinama ngayon dito. Tsaka hindi talaga kami pala pasyal. Homebody talaga kami. Tsaka pag nag-travel kami, lalo kapag yung mga plan travel, ano yun, kasama yun sa savings talaga, travel savings talaga, tinatabi talaga namin yun. So, hindi ako masyadong nagbabudget ng travel and eat out buwan-buwan kasi hindi naman kami naggaganon talaga usually. So, all, in total, that is 2,391.97 pounds monthly. Yun po yung nabayaran. Yun po yung expenses namin monthly. So that's 2,391.97 pounds monthly. So that's our payables and expenses here in the UK per month. So kung ita-times mo siya sa siguro ang standard na lang na conversion rate ng pounds to peso, it varies kasi minsan 70 lang, minsan 72, minsan 74. So punta tayo dun sa median, dun sa gitna lang. So times natin siya sa 72. So times 72, it's 172,221.84 pounds. So, yes, that's it. Yun ang monthly expenses namin dito sa UK. Laki, no? Medyo mahal talaga siya, guys. Matipid na yung lagay na yan, Matipid na kami yan. So, it varies. It depends kung paano kayo talaga namumuhay, yung way of living, no? Kung ano yung mga priorities nyo, kung paano kayo mag-save, paano kayo gumastos. It depends talaga sa way of living. So for the big question, kaya bang mabuhay ng isang pamilya dito sa UK? I could say na yes po, kaya naman mabuhay syempre, no? Lalo kung may trabaho kayong mag-asawa. For us, I'm working full-time but currently I'm on maternity leave. My husband, he's working part-time kasi siya yung nag-aasikaso sa mga school runs like hatid sa school and pagsundo from school to bahay. So basta may work kayong mag-asawa at marunong kayong mag-prioritize at magtipid kahit paano at makapag-save pa kahit paano, yes, kaya naman po mabuhay ng family dito sa UK. Although, kung talagang gusto niyo ng malaking savings, ganyan, you can also do extra shifts which is paid din naman sometimes a bit higher than your normal salary or salary rate. So, just a short advice para sa mga kapwa ko OFW, no, na talagang nagsusupport pa rin sa pamilya sa Pilipinas and at the same time may sarili na ring family. So, hindi tayo nagtatrabaho dito ng ganun-ganun lang. Lahat pinaghihirapan, lahat talaga sinasacrifice. So, I suggest na kahit papano, you have to leave something for yourself. Kailangan meron pa rin kayong naitatabi para sa sarili nyo. And of course, you have to prioritize kung ano muna yung needs ng immediate family mo, like mga anak mo especially, kung may anak ka na or kung may family ka. Kung wala pa, kung single ka naman, yes, of course, you have to save something for yourself. I advise na kumuha ka ng mga investment plans, also insurance, lalo na kung ikaw isang breadwinner, kailangan may insurance ka, health insurance, life insurance, ganyan. And of course, it's not bad naman na mag-support sa family back home, pero always save something for yourself kasi hindi madali magtrabaho sa abroad at lumayo sa kanila just for nothing. So, dapat at the end of the day, your goal is you have something for yourself always kasi mahirap lumayo, no? So, alam natin lahat yan. So, thank you so much for listening. In our next video, I will share to you what are the benefits na nagustuhan ko naman personally dito sa UK for our family. So, I hope you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and see you on my next video. Bye!